Since I've gotten the Bigscreen Beyond 2, I've been on the hunt for the best looking PC VR games to this day. Yet, for some reason, the only thing I can really think of is Half-Life Alyx. So, if you guys do come up with any other PC VR games that fit the bill, please let me know in the comments below so I can check them out. So with that said, does Half-Life Alyx really hold up to this day in 2025? Spoiler alert, I can proudly say it still does. Now, with some context, I did play and beat this game back then when I got the Quest 3 and I had a 3070 at the time. I wasn't really able to crank it to its max fidelity due to hardware limitations, but fast forward to today, I've upgraded since then to a 4090 and an i9 14900K, and I've got to tell you, running Half-Life Alyx on the Bigscreen Beyond 2 native resolution with everything at ultra fidelity but shadows and fog, it's a game changer. Seeing this game with no compression, OLED panels, and the deep blacks really blew me away. It honestly felt like I was playing this game from scratch all over again as if it was my first time playing it. It even makes me greatly appreciate the index controllers because I am the biggest hater on these controllers. However, since this game was built for the Valve Index and these controllers in mind, the game really showcases when these controllers shine with being built and optimized for said game. I play many games now with the Index controllers, and every time I play a different game, I always have to find myself in the settings figuring out the grip settings and fine-tuning things to fit my needs. But for Half-Life Alyx, it was absolute perfection. No adjustments needed. Now, back to the question at hand, does this game still hold up in 2025? Yes, it does. So, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. For one, the optimization is absolute perfection. For a game of this caliber and fidelity, it runs really well. I've played many games in VR now that don't even come close to the same quality as Half-Life Alyx. Yet, they run terribly, or I have to compensate for some things in the graphic settings. Sometimes, even if I crank said games to max graphical fidelity, it still doesn't look as good as Half-Life Alyx. This is most likely due to the fact they only had to optimize for PC only, not having to worry about any other platforms, of course. So you can really tell the love and care they put into this game to make it run the way it does. Again, the graphics in this game are phenomenal. Everything looks great, and by golly, the NPC models are absolute perfection. The sheer quality in their models are so good to look at. You really appreciate the work that was put into them. This is the type of game where you would expect this quality in flat screen gaming, but to see it in VR, it's pretty jaw-dropping for sure.
Now, pretty soon they're going to realize that your dad is not going to talk, and when that happens, he's off to have his brain sucked out.
Russell.
Potentially, maybe not though. I mean, they could just drill into his... Oh yeah, still your dad. Right, well what they will do is take him by train from here.
Now the gameplay is great as well. This game being one of the first iterations of the force mechanic pull is amazing. Being able to pull items with simply flicking your wrist is so good, it feels so natural. Once they introduced the mechanic the first time around, it just feels like second nature, honestly. Even when the objects fly at you after pulling them in, the grab button perfectly forces the items into your palms.
We still got it, baby.
I almost forgot! Alyx, up here! You're gonna need a gun! Don't worry, it's unloaded. It's unloaded now! Oh, almost forgot. Guns need ammo. Here you go. Right, heading back to the comm room.
Things like this can really bring cool sequences mid-fight where you can find some ammo on the ground like 5 to 10 feet away from you, and you just pull it towards you and rack the gun and shoot back at the enemies.
Granada! Oh shit, a big ass guy! Granada! Shut your ass up! Shut your What's up? Run them hands, bro! I love when VR games make you feel cool.
The gunplay does feel great, and although limited to 3 guns throughout your entire playthrough, I didn't find myself completely bored of them, and each weapon had a purpose depending on their range. But a game of this quality, it did have me craving for more options, and wish there was maybe 2 or 3 more guns to utilize. The physics of this game are so good. The thing that I love about VR gaming is the ability to interact with all or the majority of the items in the world, and Half-Life Alyx does that. I feel like literally everything is interactable, and you can even swipe your hand across the shelf and push everything off. A very simple and subtle thing I wish all VR games had, and some games still lack to this day. Overall, if this game is something you haven't touched yet and you have VR, I 100% recommend to play this game. Now, I came into this game not knowing the Half-Life lore, however, I don't personally think you need to dive that deep. The game itself is magnificent enough, and the story is intriguing as well. I won't spoil the ending, of course, but it is pretty interesting nonetheless. Another great bonus of this game as well is that you can visit the workshop and download mods for this game. Since I'm done beating the game a second time around, I'll be visiting the workshop section of this game to visit some cool things the community has made. One being the BioShock iteration called Return to Rapture, which I might make a video on as well if I enjoy it a lot. Anyways, if you guys know of any PCVR games that look great visually and run well, let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And with that being said, peace!
Where you at? Easiest boss. I cleared.
Dog looking white.
Oh my god! I cleared that shit so fast. Dude, the first time I fought this guy when I was an inexperienced VR lad, bro. That boss fight, he teleported everywhere, bro. I killed that guy so fast. My VR legs are good now. My VR legs are good now. Hell yeah.